Introduction to firearms. This firearm is a muzzle loader. The components used in a percussion cap muzzle loader are shot, or a ball, a wad or patch, black powder, and a percussion cap. This studio simulation is presented for instructional purposes only. The following procedure should only be done where the firearm may be safely and legally discharged. If this was not a simulation and the firearm was to be loaded, a percussion cap would be fired to eliminate any oils that may be present in the barrel prior to using powder. Only the required amount of powder will be poured into the barrel. Use a volumetric measure to confirm the correct amount. Black powder must always be used with caution. Never pour black powder directly from the original manufacturer's container or powder horn into the barrel. Doing so could result in detonating the entire container of powder should burning embers remain present at the base of the bore from a previous discharge. Always use a volumetric measure as shown in this exercise. A lubricated patch and ball are pushed into the barrel, first with a short push rod to start it, then a ramrod to properly seat the ball and patch at the bottom of the barrel. To fire the charge, pulling the trigger causes the hammer to drop, striking the percussion cap and creating a flame in the chamber, which ignites the powder charge. This explosive black powder was the first type of gunpowder. It is still used today in shooting sports that use firearms or reproductions of firearms dating from an earlier time. The percussion cap was not put in place because it would be an unsafe practice in this simulated exercise. The explosion of black powder creates gases that force the projectile out of the barrel. Igniting this explosive black powder, as well as other demonstrations in this video, are performed by experts in controlled situations. They should not be attempted under any other circumstances. Smokeless powder is used in most modern ammunition. Unlike explosive black powder, modern smokeless powder is classified as a solid propellant. It burns rather than explodes and is therefore much safer to handle. Never interchange smokeless powder and black powder. Use them only in firearms intended for their use. Firearm types. There are three common types of firearms: shotguns, rifles, and handguns. The basic types of actions used in these firearms are the hinge or break action, the bolt action, the lever action, the pump action, the semi-automatic action, also found in handguns, and the revolving action. This is most common in handguns, but may be found on some rifles. Operating firearm actions. This is a break or hinge action shotgun. Break or hinge action shotguns have single or multiple barrels. They do not have magazines in which additional ammunition may be placed. Remember to wear safety glasses whenever loading and discharging firearms. There are several key components which make up a firearm: the barrel, the muzzle, the forestock, the trigger guard, the trigger, the hammer, the action, the extractor and ejector. To prove a break or hinge action shotgun safe, point the firearm in the safest available direction. Remove all cartridges. Observe the chamber. Verify the feeding path. Examine the bore. This simple firearm has a built-in safety device, a transfer bar safety system. When the hammer is fully forward, the safety is on. When the action is closed and the hammer is pulled back in the cocked position, the shotgun can fire. To lower the hammer into the safety on position, hold the hammer back firmly. It is necessary on this firearm to pull the trigger while gently lowering the hammer with the thumb. Slowly move the hammer forward into the safety on position, removing your finger from the trigger and out of the trigger guard once the hammer starts moving forward. Modern firearms typically have a data stamp on the barrel or the receiver, age or caliber, length after discharge, powder charge, and shot size. Additional information may also be identified. In this case, for example, velocity indicates the speed of the shot in feet per second. Use only ammunition which is matched for your particular firearm.